Warning.
This podcast may contain spoilers for film and television, and it will also contain explicit content.
Fuck yeah! Welcome to
another episode of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. It's been a while since I've done that, so I had to.
Yeah, you're right. This is episode 40.
Woo!
Yeah.
We are officially middle-aged. Well, we probably were like a couple episodes, but yeah.
Welcome to episode 40 of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. My name is Miles, and
My name is Kenny G, and I'm gonna go shut the door.
Good idea. This boy over here is a fucking bitch. Let me tell you what. This boy is a bitch. Fucking bitch. And
What?
I said to the woman, I love you, but get off my penis.
Classic. Was that Jules?
Yeah.
Is that about Jules?
Yeah, that was Jules.
I knew it. Speaking of which, this movie that we watched this week, it totally roasted your cat. Because Jezzy or whatever her name was totally.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, Eli, what a stupid fucking name. And I was like, ha, I hope that bitch is watching this movie right now.
No, I don't think he was. He was in another room.
Oh, how convenient for him. He was probably listening, just like, yeah, that's right, bitch. You keep talking about me. I'll get you one day. Yeah.
But yeah, the movie, it was, what movie did we watch again? Remind me, because I think I forgot.
We watched Jacob's Escalator. Jacob's Ladder. We watched Jacob's Ladder. So that came out in 1990, I think it was. Hold on. Yeah,
Okay,
1990.
good. Because I right after I found that there was a second one, like a remake, and I was like, wait, did I watch the right one?
Yeah,
but I'm
you
glad
did.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the newer one. I'm sure I probably wouldn't like it as much. Although it could have been better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard the first one was really good. Kind of a trip. So it's got Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins, your favorite actor.
He's not my favorite
Pena.
fucking cuck.
You said that last episode, or you said you like him, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, whatever. Miles' his favorite actor, and his ex-wife was played by Patricia Calember. I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, it was directed by Adrian Lynn, something like that. Yeah, it was really good. It was funny because it was labeled as like a horror thriller, but I thought it was more like almost like a drama kind of. Because obviously there were some horror aspects to it. The effects were really interesting, and I actually found that none of the special effects were done in post. It was all sort of like practical stuff.
Oh wow,
which is pretty cool. Especially considering the time frame. I feel like they had started at least developing that stuff,
yeah.
Or started pushing towards that. So, the fact that he was able to achieve all that was pretty cool. I also found another interesting factoid while I was looking up questions, which was that, where did I put it? The gurney, in that scene where like he's being taken in that, sort of what he sees as a mental hospital that's like super decrepit and stuff. It was unbalanced. The director, he actually raised up one of the wheels off the floor so it would like rattle and spin.
Oh.
Just added to it, which I thought was pretty great.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was very good. Definitely a head trip at times, but I could kind of tell where they were going for, what they were going for when they were going for things. For example, I think some of the clues they left in there were pretty interesting. I kind of suspected it was going to be like when they would call back to like the time when he was in Vietnam, they'd show like the flashbacks with like the helicopters and stuff, and I don't know if we ever really saw him. Maybe we did, like after the initial scene, but like in the beginning. But when I saw them on like helicopters or something, and they were like, there was someone. And I figured that was him. I figured it was going to be like that, where at the end they just come back to him in Vietnam, and maybe it's just him there, and he dies there or something. And like it's all out of his head, because that's what it seemed like, from the whole. Angels or demons. They seem like demons until you've made peace with the world, and then they become angels and they take you off and set you free.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a very beautiful sentiment as well. You saw Macaulay Culkin in there before he did Home Alone. I don't think he was even. I think I was reading and it said he wasn't even credited for it, even though he did a pretty good job for a little kid. But I think my favorite moment, and then I'll let you talk about it, Miles. I promise it's not just me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, my favorite moment though, I think there was a shot that really stuck out to me was I mentioned sort of the clues that they leave in there sometimes to hint at stuff. There's a moment where I think it was you see Elizabeth Pena, Jezzy. You see her in the mirror for a second, and it's like that weird thing where like you see like it sort of distorts her image a little bit. So it looks like it's just like the top part of her head and the bottom part of her head makes her look like, almost like a monster, which I thought was interesting. And then like 2 seconds later, she like turned into a demon or something, and he pushed her away. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool because it was like a sort of like hint before it actually.
Yeah,
happened.
I'd have to see that part again because
cool.
I don't remember it specifically. But
okay. Yeah, it was very subtle, but I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah.
And then of course there was like the scene where he picks up the coin off the street or whatever, or he's going to pick it up.
And it gets pulled away. Yeah.
He's like, it's my lucky day, and then he gets saved from an explosion. Like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what did you think about it, Miles?
I thought it was confusing, obviously. Really, real trippy, as you said. But I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think, because I think I was expecting something a little bit differently, but it was still good nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I am kind of interested to see what where they went with the second one, because I'm sure they used more visual effects, like not as much practical, but
yeah.
I would say I'd be interested just to see where they go with that one. It is on Netflix,
Sure.
I think, if anyone's interested.
We want to check it out.
Yeah.
In fact, for the next episode,
I'm just kidding.
uh,
And this is the, I don't know which one came first, but this is
the chicken, I think.
The second. Shut the fuck up. This is the second movie that Macaulay Culkin dies in.
After Home Alone.
No, My Girl.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler
No,
alert.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say. So, I guess what did you think about the ending? Like, because like the way I read it was like he actually, he obviously died in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
So like, the only thing I know for sure is that he went to Vietnam. So like, I'm trying to think of like, because thinking about like what age they were drafted at too. I mean, even if they were into their adulthood, they could have been drafted as well. But like,
Mm-hmm.
trying to think if like his family was real or if that's something like he imagined. Because like, the whole stuff with like his kid seemed like something that you wouldn't really make that up. Like why? Like if you were imagining having a family, why would you imagine that one of them died? Sort of thing. So it makes me think like he still had a family, and then went to maybe went to Vietnam and died. But I don't know. Like 'cause the only thing I know for sure is that he died in Vietnam, or he went to Vietnam at least. So I don't know what you think about the ending, but that's kind of how I read into it. Was that obviously it was like this sort of journey for him as he was like dying, because that I think was the whole point of that demons will be turn into angels and set you free sort of thing when you make peace with it, is like maybe he was trying to come to terms with it, and that's why they said at the end he's like, oh, he looks so peaceful, but he fought like hell, you know what I mean, because he was like having to go through that process. That's kind of how I read into it. I don't know what you think about, or if you have a different take on it, but that was kind of what I thought.
No, I mean I would agree with you on that. It just it definitely felt like that's a hell of a lot of stuff to imagine when you're dying.
Right.
And to imagine to fake be going crazy, I guess, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is. I just found something really interesting that Jacob's ladder is in religious, biblical terms, it's a ladder leading to heaven that was featured in a dream that biblical patriarch Jacob had during his flight from his brother Esau in the book of Genesis.
Okay.
But most interpretations agree that it has identified Jacob with the obligations and interference of the people chosen by God. Okay, so it's essentially like, I guess, him going to heaven, a staircase to heaven, a stairway to heaven, if you will, or a highway to hell, if you will. But yeah, I don't know. I would definitely. I guess I'm gonna like quickly look this up, but I wanna just kind of see if someone has a better explanation for it, because it's confusing as all heck. if that's all right with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit. Well, it seems like the sequel won't change anything about the ending.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, this is from an article from /film.com. Just read through it a little bit. In the original 1990 film, Tom Robbins played a Vietnam vet, experiencing all sorts of terrifying things throughout New York. And by the way, this is like OG Nam flashbacks. Whenever someone makes a joke about Nam flashbacks, this is where it comes from, man.
No shit.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Hot diggity damn.
Are these visions? The end of the movie provides the answer. Robbins' character was actually fatally wounded in Vietnam, and the entire movie has been his dying dreams, a metaphorical trip through hell, until he can find his way to heaven. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This movie actually came out before The Sixth Sense, so it's not like he was dead the whole time.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's true that it was all kind of a big dream before he died, but I don't imagine that would happen very much.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's. I think it's definitely sort of up to interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So I think that, whichever way you read into it was what I think you're going to get out of it, really.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's definitely things that are there that can point to certain things, but I mean, that's I think the beauty of film is we can sort of debate that sort of stuff too, if we need to. But yeah. No, it was really good though. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. The other factoid I had too was if you remember when he's in the hospital there and he sees like the guy like without any legs up on that like pedestal thing and he's like moving his head really fast.
Yeah.
They filmed that at 4 frames a second, and so when he sped it up to 24 frames a second, it was like really fast.
That's cool.
That was kind of cool. That was one of those special effect things that I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I know I loved that effect when they did that.
Yeah,
it's really unsettling.
Pretty great. Pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I don't know why I sound like I'm tooting my own horn, because I have nothing to do with the film, but it is pretty cool. I looked it up. I cared enough to look it up. So
and also, I noticed the book he was reading in the beginning, when he's on the subway, was The Stranger by Albert Camus, which is one of the books I read in high school.
Interesting. Did it have? Do you know if it had any thematic ties to like the story at all, or if it was just like one of those where it's like, oh, hey, this is kind of cool, tie in somehow?
I guess this is kind of cool because the way the book. I mean, maybe the book's essentially about this guy who doesn't feel like he belongs in society, and then he like shoots someone just because, and then he goes to trial, and they're like, oh, this guy's he's weird, he's crazy, he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know. It's a confusing book. Maybe that's the tie. That's the connection. It's a confusing book, and it's a confusing movie.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure.
It was good.
It was good.
Oh, and the old lady on the train. And this is like really really random, but like the old lady on the train is also in the TV show Happy, which I watched, which is good. I don't know. It was just a random connection.
Indeed. Very cool. That's there's lots of little things I didn't really expect that I thought were pretty great. So that's pretty cool to hear, honestly. But yeah. So I think there was something else I wanted to mention, but I totally don't remember what it is. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I think unless you've got anything else you want to mention about it, other than that it's a ladder and it belongs to Jacob.
Dude, You're gonna love the thumbnail then that I made for the podcast.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I bet I will. Let me look at it real quick. Let's find
Okay.
it.
Here's a live review of the thumbnail for this episode. Isn't this awesome? This is pretty great.
It's riveting. My name is Jacob, and this is my ladder. I love that. I look so sexy. Like, holy crap.
Dude,
So
yeah.
do you.
I know.
Damn. I mean,
I tried
not
my
as
hardest.
handsome as me, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think Jacob in the middle there is probably the most handsome out of all of us.
I'm pretty sure
Although
it's a
I don't know how-
child.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a
but
child in that photo, but...
You know what? I didn't say that I wanted to have sex with Miles, okay? I'm not a pedophile here.
Okay, it's funny because now I can clip that audio that you just said that I want to have sex with him and just...
You son of... Just like, yeah, it's just like... Well, I said I don't want to, so he'd have to like... No, you could probably do it.
I don't want to. I don't. I could just cut out the I don't and put want to have sex with him.
Well, you know what,
cut out
Miles?
the don't.
I'll keep the original audio, and you know what? I'll sue you for slander. How about that?
Sure.
Or is it defamation?
Yeah.
Defamation? Is it defamation?
It's
libel.
Yeah.
Libel. Something
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I don't do law. I'm not a. What am I, Jude? Because Jude Law.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get it. So,
Indeed.
Have you watched anything this past week?
You know,
You checked anything out?
I did watch Jacob's Ladder. Yes.
Anything besides Jacob's Ladder?
also-
You sad fuck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Henry. Henry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You son of a bitch.
Henry, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's too late to apologize.
Okay. So, did you watch anything else?
I did watch something else.
All right, cool. So, what I watched this week was... Henry, what are you doing? You seem distracted. What's up, man?
I'm not.
Stop looking at porn, man.
Dude, that's how I relax during the podcast, man.
You just have
How do you
hardcore
think
gay
Yeah,
sex
right.
on screen at all while you're...
Yeah, right. Oh,
This noise calms me.
This noise causes you. Just here. Okay, yeah, but no, I didn't really watch anything else. I was just making a joke.
Okay, cool.
No, you know what I was doing? I was watching stuff as we're doing the podcast, so I can say I was watching stuff.
Oh, you're watching a movie during the podcast.
Yeah, it's like watching a movie right now. I'm like watching Jacob's Ladder right now. I'm just yeah, it's really interesting. I really like this. No,
this part and this part as they're showing up.
This part were great. This part were great. Oh my gosh! Wow, this is a really cool effect that they are doing. I mean, they did. Yeah. But, yeah.
So,
Okay.
I actually watched a few things this week that were pretty good. Some of them not so much, but what are you gonna do?
You know what? That's okay, Miles.
Yeah. So I finally got my hands on the digital copy of The Lodge. And by hands and digital copy, I watched it on Hulu.
Okay. Gotcha.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it. It's very Shining-esque. So that's,
Indeed.
it's like that. But yeah, it was good. And then I watched a Netflix film called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, which is the Zac Efron, Ted Bundy film.
Yeah, okay.
That came out last year. It was pretty good.
I would see the little, when Netflix does that little like preview thing for that, but I never watched it. It looks okay. I mean, I definitely have been, into the whole serial killer thing recently. I mean, I'm sure, like, a lot of my, like, my siblings and stuff were into that, like, a year ago, even. But, like, I was just, like, never really into it. I'm like, I don't really want to hear about this. It's kind of horrible. And now I'm, like, really getting back into it.
Yeah. I would say it is an interesting film because
It's shocking.
a lot of it's actually...
Evil.
Yeah, it's pretty extremely wicked, pretty shockingly vile. Evil.
A fun
and
fact
vile.
about that actually is that if you rearrange the letters in vile, you get evil.
All right, and the next movie I watched was 10 Things I Hate About You, which I hadn't
Really?
seen yet. Yeah.
Is that about like 10 things you hate about me specifically, or is that like just a movie?
It's a movie with Heath Ledger and
Julia Stiles.
Yes, Julia Stiles. Have you seen this?
I have seen it. Yes.
Okay. This is the first time I've ever seen it, so
What do you think?
I thought it was really good. I'm
liked it.
surprised at how much Disney actually allowed to be left in for that movie.
Right, because it was on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, but because I
Right.
prefer my things to be uncensored.
Would you prefer? Yeah, I was gonna say, would you prefer the like if you see anything like appropriate, like they just put like the mouse logo over it or something, you know? They just put a bunch of censors over it.
Or the CG hair they put over the girl in Splash. Did you
Yeah.
hear about that? Yeah.
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, so Splash recently came to Disney Plus, and there's a scene where she's like walking into the water and her butt is like hanging out. You know, it's just kind of flopping
Yeah.
around in the wind. And so what Disney went and did is they just like did really shitty CGI hair. Not actually, no. They just I think they just cloned hair from up top and just slapped it on her ass right there. So it looks really bad.
Oh my gosh.
And you can tell that it was there. It's just. Oh, that's ice cream. Okay, I heard a noise.
I was gonna say I heard that too. I was like, what the fuck?
I was a little weirded out by that.
Well, it's funny because like I have my Bluetooth headphones in, and I thought like maybe somehow like that was just something in my headphones maybe for a second.
Yeah.
And no, I can hear that in my else's too. So, okay. So yeah.
But yeah, the movie was really good. I didn't know a lot of actors were going to be in that movie besides the two main ones.
Yeah.
But what was it? Joseph
Well, believe it or
Gordon-Levitt
not,
was in it.
All the people that you saw on screen were technically actors.
Whoa, dude! How crazy, man!
Isn't that interesting?
Okay, I'm gonna.
They do is like they point like a camera at someone and then like they tell that person to act, and that's what the actor does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding.
All right, cool. I'm gonna try and speed through these ones because I don't want to be doing this all night. The next movie I watched, what?
All day podcast.
A 24-hour podcast episode.
A 24-hour Macbeef-Banquet special, baby.
Charity podcast.
A charity dude, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could do
if
that.
we had enough.
I don't think anyone would donate.
Yeah.
Because no one's probably listening. But if we make it famous somehow, and by it I mean you and me, we become famous, then we can do that.
If we make our penises famous enough, we'll get in.
Is it for a charity for like penis enlargement or something like?
Yeah.
What? Keep going.
Nut cancer. Okay.
What else did you watch?
I watched a really shitty movie that I haven't seen in a while called Mars Needs Moms.
Interesting. I've never actually watched that. I did read the book though.
Really? There's a book?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little children's book.
Yeah.
That's what it's based on.
Yeah, I saw it when it came out in 2011 or whatever. But rewatching it, oh man, is it bad?
Really?
What's funny is that I watched Mars Needs Moms, which has they do mocap suits, and this I think it was 2011 that it came out, and you can really tell that it's a mocap. All right.
Yeah.
And then I also watched Avatar, which they also use a mocap, and it's actually pretty hard to tell that they used.
As an Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, no, Avatar, the 2009 film, which came out 2 years prior to Mars Needs Moms. So.
To Mars Needs Moms. What is that? What was that one where it's like Mars invades the Earth or something, and it's really cheesy?
Mars Attacks.
Came out in the 90s. Is that Mars Attacks?
I think so. Yeah. No, I think Mars Attacks. It's a Tim Burton film.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Came out in 96. Yeah, you were saying?
And then I also watched the Clone Wars film, the animated one, because I was like, I might as well try it, because I know Connor was into it, and I thought I'd give it a try. I will say the movie is boring, and Connor said that's right. So She said the TV show would be more exciting if I start watching that, but I might not. I don't know.
My dad watched it and he said it was pretty good. Especially considering the last bit will tie in some ways to Mandalorian. Should be good. Oh, actually, I did watch that. There was like a behind the scenes thing, like a sort of like director's commentary and stuff, and I think there's a second episode out now too on Disney Plus that I watched the first one, so I did watch that for like behind the scenes for Mandalorian, and that was pretty good. The directors had some very interesting things to say, which it was cool because
I might,
like 5 or 6 of them. So,
I might actually have to try that because it looked good. I know I saw it. I just didn't like watch it.
It's good especially I think from our perspective, wanting to make films. It's good to watch that sort of stuff and sort of see their thought processes, and some of the stuff that they mention is kind of interesting. Yeah. Plus, it just looks cool too, because like the whole effect with like I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast. We probably have, but the whole like LED like wall thing. That
I've seen it.
It's just really cool to look at. So
if really,
else, I'm sure you'd enjoy that.
Interested in that. One of the YouTube channels I watch, Corridor Crew, they actually got to like see one and like they talk about how it works and that kind of stuff. I thought, so that's how I found out about it. But I just think that's so cool the way they do that.
Corridor Crew.
Corridor Crew, yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll check that out. Okay.
Last thing. It's a guilty pleasure show that I've been watching.
How to Get Away with Murder?
No.
Good.
No. This is
that show, but.
This is a 90s kids cartoon that I've been watching.
Invader Zim?
No.
Is it SpongeBob?
No.
Is it Blue's Clues?
Do you mind if I just say it and you stop guessing? Because you're never going to guess it. You've never heard of it, okay. I bet.
Okay, go ahead.
It's called Bump in the Night.
Is it called Bump in the Night?
Now yeah, dude, you got it.
Put that in front, and then and then you'll be like, you'll never guess it, and then I'll say, is it Bump in the Night?
And I probably won't do any of that, and you'll sound like a fucking idiot, bitch.
You know who else is gonna sound like an idiot? You big dumb stupid idiot. Takes one to no one, you idiot.
Yeah. No, it's like it's a stop motion kids cartoon, and it's really weird. Like it's very fourth wall breaky. It's good.
Interesting. That's good.
But it's definitely, I can tell it's a kids show. So.
How can you tell?
Because
are there kids in it?
Yeah, there's kids in it, and God, yeah. I just kind of want to stop talking about it now. I feel weird just talking about it. It's weird.
But you said it's like it's a guilty pleasure, so you like it though, right?
I mean, yeah, I like it. I've just been watching it just because. I can, I guess. It's on YouTube if you or anyone else wants to watch it.
Okay.
Just look up
I'll watch it.
Bump in the Night. Don't watch it, dude. It's fucking weird.
Well, actually, welcome to the 40th episode of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. We're going to watch Bump in the Night.
No, dude.
No, it's not. You don't think it's for our audience?
I don't think so, no.
Oakley Dokley, then.
If you're into like 90s stuff and are fine with weird stuff, okay.
That's like just described me, Miles. I mean, I wasn't born in the 90s, but
yeah,
Okay.
So for today's activity. Today's activity that we'll be doing. We're gonna try something new here. I have. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can. I have a card game called $1 Million Butt. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I have not.
It's
heard $1 Million Baby.
No, it's not the same thing.
It is a good movie.
I didn't say that.
You said it was. No, you did. I said it's a really good movie, and you said no. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so
the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain shit. Okay, so I've got these cards here in front of me. I've got like six packs. Because I got a deal on them. This is from.
I think you say I got a DUI.
I got a DUI, and they gave me this as a consolation prize.
You have to play this in order to get off the charge.
And it's from it started as a Rooster Teeth like short film series, not short film, but like I guess a TV show or whatever. And so how the premise what the premise is, holy shit, this is not my day. I'm just not, I'm not in it.
Should I explain it then?
No.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I got it. No, I got it. Okay. So how it works is, one person asks $1 million, but, so you get $1 million, but, and then you have to pick a card, and I will be picking your cards for you, because we don't really have
But what if you cheat, Miles? There's nothing to stop you.
Well, I'll show it to you, I think. I think that's how it's going to work.
Well, what if I can't see you, Miles?
You can see me, because we're using a camera and whatnot.
Sounds convenient.
No,
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so it'll say... Shit, I really should have been more prepared for this. I'm sorry.
Say shit. That's okay. That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Just know that me and the audience will roast you. I'm just kidding. I'll roast you, and then the audience will back you up because they'll think I'm a meanie, stinky poo-poo girl.
So essentially, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of, I guess, talk about it. We'll pick a trigger card, which there's a trigger card. Is that your stomach?
No, I said ooh.
Oh, okay.
Or did you hear something else?
I thought I heard your stomach. It's fine.
It was calling.
Okay, so first I grab a black card. So here's what it looks like. If you could see that.
Is that like the ones from that one movie we watched, Animal House or Animal World?
Animal House. No.
I'm a zit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna get started because I'm wasting time.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'll sort of pick up the rules as we go.
Okay.
If we at least do like a practice round or something.
Well, yeah, it plays a little. It's not so much of a game we're playing right now, just because you need more players. It's more of just kind of us just talking about it.
Wait, Miles, did you get them to sponsor us?
No.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying it'd be cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right, what you got?
Here's mine. It says $1 million, but whenever you hear a garbage truck, you have to steal it from the next tip jar you see. So then how it would work is we talk about it if we would actually do it. And I guess the repercussions and all that.
Sure.
You're really close to the camera.
I am really close to the camera. Does it make you uncomfortable, or does it
makes me uncomfortable? Yeah.
Is that your trigger? Okay.
I'm triggered.
You're triggered.
I'm triggered.
Hashtag triggered. Hashtag wasted. Yeah.
All right. So $1 million, but whenever you hear a garbage truck, you steal from the next tip jar you see.
Okay. So so we just talk about it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would, I guess I would do that, because then what I can do is they never said you can't tip after you steal from the tip jar.
True.
So what I'll just do.
And you have $1 million, so.
I have $1 million, so I'll steal from the tip jar, and then I'll tip them even more than I stole. So I still have a lot of money, and I give more than I take, so it equals out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could argue that there's still the morality of stealing, but I make it better, and I feel like that's something you have to deal with anyway, no matter what you do. Like if you mess up with something, you gotta. I think anyway, the way I would live is is at least do your best to make it right, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think that would be okay. I feel like, because obviously, you're taking from the tip jar, but then you give more, so I could get out with it that way.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
I'm going to take this $5 bill, or I'm going to take these 5 ones, and then that way I can give you this 20, so you're still giving them 15, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could make it work. Yeah.
Exactly. Would you do it, Miles?
Would I do it?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty it's not much of an inconvenience, I suppose. No. So it's not that big of a deal.
So you would steal those poor workers' hard-earned money.
Well, I don't tipped. Really even like tipping. I feel like it should just work itself into the bill. That's kind of how I've always wanted things to be, because in other countries like UK, they don't tip over there.
Right.
So I just kind of wish it was more like that over here. And everyone makes like normal amount of money. I assume. I don't know. I didn't do my
you don't
research.
know everyone's financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Damn it. But yeah. I feel like I'd forget. You know, just be like I get the $1 million. I'd go out to like a restaurant or something, and I would just like forget, and I'd just have to like run back inside, like, oh shit, I forgot to take the tips. Just run up to the front of the line and just grab the tip jar. No.
All right. Yeah, we'll move on. Here's yours, if you can see it.
$1 million, but every time you get an email, you give a speech to an auditorium full of children on how drugs ruined your life. I would absolutely do that. I mean, that'd be a lot, because like if I get a lot of emails, I have to go give a lot of speeches, but I would still do it, especially if I have to give it to the same kids. Mm-hmm. I go back. Although if I have to travel a lot, like I'd have to think about expenses for that too, you know, like because like if I'm assuming like I can't give the same speech to like the same like school or something. Like, I'd have to go to different schools and then reach out further and further and further each time, you know? Mm-hmm. Especially if I get a lot of spam emails. Plus, I feel like you would just, like, if you found out about that, you'd just email me a bunch of fucking times.
I would. That'd be funny.
Just be like, you just be like, hi, Henry. And then you'd be like, send another email in like 2 seconds. Like, how's your day going? And then just like, you send another one, be like, suck my dick. I don't know.
I mean, essentially at that point, you should just make your career into giving speeches about drugs. Another bad. I mean, we had that at least once in high school. I don't remember if there was another one, but
maybe I'll go look up with that one guy. What's his name? The guy that did the whole adventures in spam email for that TED Talk or whatever. Remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
Where you like that'd be funny. Mm-hmm. But yeah, although it sucks too is that like I feel like this would be like a everlasting thing too, where like I get $1 million. But like, it's just I only get it like one time, right? And I just have to deal with this forever and ever.
Yeah.
Every time I get emailed, maybe I just like change my email like really like a whole bunch of times so no one can email me.
Yeah.
Although would that make it worse? Because then you get more emails.
True.
Like through each of your accounts, right? Like I don't know. Just delete all my emails.
Yeah, I probably
all my email.
I probably wouldn't take this one. I don't think it's worth it because you'd have to do a speech for every email, and it's just too many.
Yeah. I don't know, but you also get the chance to mislead thousands and thousands of tiny impressionable minds into doing drugs.
True.
So think about the benefits. Do they outweigh the consequences? And obviously, I think you're right. Actually, this probably would be ideal. Because there'd be a lot of speeches. Plus, like, I would have to arrange those too. Like, just be like, hey, I would need to come talk to your school about not doing drugs. Be like, what the fuck are you?
All right, well, the next card I got is very similar to the last one.
Okay.
$1 million, but every time you send an email, you lose your sex drive for 24 hours.
Wait, so every time you send an email,
you lose your sex drive for 24 hours.
So just don't send any emails.
Yeah, or you just don't have sex for 24 hours. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
or
exactly,
masturbate or anything.
Or whatever. It's not.
I go
just
quite
you
a
control.
I go a long time without doing that kind of stuff. So,
Miles,
what?
Are you okay? Are things all right?
Yeah, dude, I'm fine. I just
okay.
I have a very low libido, I would say.
Okay, you and Jules just have your phases, right? Probably.
I don't have sex with my pussy. All right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Here you go.
You win $1 million, but ... Whenever you see a bug, you will be required to represent your country in an impromptu Olympic event. The whole world is watching. I'm okay with that, because like, well, depending on the event, I guess. Because if it's one that like, it's like really dangerous, I could end up hurting myself, and I don't want to do that. But I don't mind if people are watching.
The whole world is watching.
If the whole world is watching me,
no,
then that just feeds my ego.
I see a lot of bugs. I think I see a lot of bugs daily.
Yes. Well, it just keeps you athletic, you know? It just keeps you talented. or keeps you working on
You're
random
just
talents,
you're
I
just
guess.
in your bedroom and you see a spider on the ceiling, and then all of a sudden like camera crews come in and they're like, okay, welcome to the diving challenge. The diving challenge.
The diving challenge.
And they
Yeah,
like pull
that'd be
they like lead you into your bathtub and you have to dive into it.
Yes, I just like instantly break my neck. I need to dive into the tub. Yeah, that's fair.
Or you have to do archery
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Archery would be fun though. Even if
Yeah.
I fail, it'd be funny.
I think it'd be
And
fun
again,
because you could
It lets me practice my skills.
Although, because what? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just think I was just gonna say it would also be really annoying though if I'm like on a date or something, or like I'm doing something important and like, or I'm at work and like I can't leave, and then like I'm at work and I just like see a bug and I'm just like, ah, shit, I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? And then it's just everyone shows up. Even my coworkers are watching. Yeah.
Or
What were you gonna say?
you could make a Macbeef-Banquet podcast T-shirt and be repping that
Exactly.
because the whole world
Watch
is
my
watching.
podcast, bitches.
Yeah.
And then everyone tunes in and thinks this is trash, and then they leave. Just kidding. Yeah. So I guess in all seriousness, I probably wouldn't do it. I mean, I think it'd be fun at first, but
Yeah.
it would probably be a lot of work. So
Yeah. Too many
We'll see.
too many bugs. This next one.
unless we work to eradicate the bugs with our $1 million. The next one.
The next one is pretty interesting. $1 million, but anytime you copy and paste something, everyone is convinced you're a brain-eating zombie for 30 minutes.
Wait. So if every time you copy and paste something,
Yeah, like on like a Word document, or every time you're just copying and pasting something, everyone is convinced that you are a brain-eating zombie for 30 minutes.
well, yeah, but like, what if you're just at home and you could just you're just copying and pasting, and then you just wait a half hour, and then when you go see someone, and they don't think you're a zombie anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're good,
Yeah.
but then let's say you're like at work or something,
Yeah.
and you're at a job. I guess.
Well, here's the thing: would they try to kill me?
Well, yes, because they're either gonna run away, freaked out, call the police or something, or they're gonna try and kill you because they think they can survive the zombie apocalypse.
Well, let's say that the police come. If they, I'm assuming they probably would just kill me if they think I'm a zombie like that. But if they arrested me, and then I was waiting, and then the half hour went by or whatever, and it wore off, will they just be like, "Why the fuck did we arrest you?" Like, how would that work? Do you think? Because like,
Yeah,
kind of funny, you know.
I don't.
Or they're trying to do tests. They're trying to do tests on me, and they're like, "This is just some fucking idiot. Like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Let him go." You know. I don't know.
Well, I actually do
so
a lot
yeah,
of
I guess
copying pasting on my phone too. So
or what you do is just don't copy and paste.
true.
I mean, it's a lot more work, but you know.
Oh yeah.
You still get $1 million. So
Yeah.
besides, we need to think about what we can spend this $1 million on. Like you said, we can manufacture T-shirts. We can, I don't know. We can make a movie. It'd be a really low budget movie, but we can make a movie. We could order off the big kids menu. Think about the possibilities, man.
Dude.
Mic dropped. Pencil dropped, actually. This should be if I drop the mic.
Oh God.
Probably really loud. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm not sorry. Okay. Next one.
All right. One more from this pack, and then we're gonna move on to a different pack to see what else is
$1
there.
million, but every time you hear someone speak with an accent, you are presented with 2 pills and must swallow one. One of the pills will make you completely insane for a few hours. The other pill is a placebo. Ooh, well, that's difficult because, like, I would make a joke that I'm already insane, but obviously I'm not actually insane. So, like, what would I wouldn't do that, I don't think, because, like...
Mm-hmm. I guess the question first would be, every time you hear someone speak with an accent, is it a fake accent or is it a real accent?
Is it authentic? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could speak with an accent. Would that count?
Right.
I mean,
Right, I was going to say, because you could, like, if I was taking $1 million, you could just, pretend to do, like, a British accent,
Yeah.
every time, and I would have to risk going insane.
yeah. I'm guessing I would say it's a real one. Like it's a real accent.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it, though. I think I value too much my connections with people. I joke around a lot, but like that's important. So like I would worry about what I would do to someone or say to someone when I'm insane.
Yeah.
I would worry about making erratic behavior.
I think I don't hear someone with an accent a lot. Like it's pretty rare when I hear an accent. So I still wouldn't do it because of the pill thing, but.
Well, you'd be surprised too. I mean, just how many people I get, over at O'Reilly's, whether they're Hispanic or Southern, or those are probably two of the biggest ones we see, so, I mean, we don't see them all the time, but yeah. And, well, the other thing to think about too is technically, is our accent an accent? I mean, technically it is to other people.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be to you, so it probably wouldn't count, but I don't know.
True.
I don't know. Either way, I wouldn't do it. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't.
I don't think I would, yeah. All right, so the next one we have here is just the first expansion pack. Just pop this bitch out. And we'll just do 2 packs. Well, yeah, we're just going to do 2 or 3 from each. Probably just 2 from each one.
Good. That was what I was hoping for. I'm glad we get to go through all 6. I'd love to see your 6-pack, Miles.
Dude, it's fucking thick pack. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag thick. It just makes it sound like you're saying like 6-pack, but like with like a lisp almost. Thick. Yeah.
All right.
Thick pack.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Sorry, it was a blank one, and I don't want to have to bother with that.
Okay. Like when we get to like write your own prompt or something.
Yeah, you have to pick. And I don't want to have to do that. All right.
Exactly.
$1 million, but whenever you stop at a stoplight, you have to drink a glass of curdled milk. No.
Curdled?
I don't think that's worth it.
You have to drink a glass well, I've never had curdled milk. Is it like...
It's probably gross.
That's supposed to mean it's like spoiled, sort of?
It's the lumpy stuff, I think.
Yeah, because
Here, we'll look it up. Curdled milk.
I can't believe I'm going to admit this, but I like cottage cheese. So, like... But, like, I don't like the large curd stuff, So, like, I guess I could see why that would probably be disgusting, because it's, like, lumpy.
Yeah.
The texture would probably be awful, so, yeah.
I mean, cottage cheese ain't too bad. Curdled?
Yeah, I know, but, like, a lot of my family members are like, you like cottage cheese, Cause it definitely does have a weird texture as well, but I really like it.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of protein.
Fish eggs, bruh. Okay, milk curdles when its pH drops, allowing protein molecules in milk to clump together. Curdled milk is what you get when lumps form in smooth milk. Okay, so it's just like lumpy milk. And I'm pretty sure there's just a picture of cottage cheese.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Although the clumps form in spoiled milk, the chemical reaction that causes curdling also occurs in fresh milk under the right conditions. Okay, so yeah, it's like if you heat it up or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would, just because I think curdled milk in particular I don't want to drink a glass of curdled milk at every stoplight.
What if you had to drink cheese curds? Liquid cheese curds.
Well, Brian, he didn't. Were you there when we had cheese curds? Because he had cheese. No, I don't think you were. But he had some like really delicious like spicy cheese curds that were really good. So if it was those.
I do remember the one time though we did have like the goat cheese or whatever. Was it goat cheese or something? We were at Brian's, I think, and we had something like that.
Could have been.
I do remember we had some type of cheese. I don't think it was the cheese curds, but
okay. I
do remember. But yeah. But anyway.
Okay. Last one from this pack is yours.
$1 million, but whenever someone says your name, your absolute worst memory flashes before your eyes.
No.
That's okay. I would do that. I think that's fine.
It
keeps me humble. Keeps me humble.
True, but I can't think of my worst memory, and I'm sure it wouldn't be a good one.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it. I would do it.
And what? Okay, fine. Then I'll just fucking repeat your name, Henry, and just.
I'm just thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember you as wait. What if like it's so bad that becomes my worst memory is you saying Henry. So it's just like that's just all that I remember every time. Like,
and that would just be essentially an infinite loop, then, wouldn't it?
Well, I wonder if like you could arguably like make it like a chain where like like you say it a bunch of times, so I remember my worst memory. Then you saying it becomes like the worst memory for me.
Yeah.
So then someone else says it a bunch of times, and that triggers your remember, which or the time you said it a whole bunch of times, which just makes it. I don't know. It could be crazy. It could be funny. I mean, it'd be horrible, probably. Depending, I guess it depends on what the worst memory would be.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if it's like the loss of a loved one or something.
Yeah.
That would suck. But you know, if I'm thinking about like an embarrassing moment, then keep me humble. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends.
All right. Next one.
If I knew what my worst memory was, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, depending on what it is. So, yeah. Next one.
Next one
you got
is
for us, Miles?
$1 million, but anytime you see someone cross their legs, you appear in a random classroom naked for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I would say no, because only if like I get like arrested for being in
for just
the nakedness. Yeah, especially in front of kids, because then you'd become a pedophile.
You'd instantly just no, that wouldn't be good at all. No, I wouldn't do that either.
Nope.
That's no.
Although I don't see a lot of people cross their legs, I still wouldn't do it.
No, it still wouldn't be worth it. I think you're right.
All right, your turn.
$1 million, but anytime you find forgotten money in a pocket, you do a shot of chilled urine. Oh my. Well, okay. I don't find a lot of like change in my pocket. I'm pretty on top of that.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to do a shot of chilled urine. So like, I don't know.
I think I would do that one.
Can I chase it down with something?
You probably could if you wanted to, yeah.
I mean, the urine is technically sterile.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't make it good, though.
I don't know if I'd do it.
I think I would, because I don't really carry cash on me.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I find coins, so I guess...
Yeah, you say...
And put them in my pocket and forget about it.
Right.
So maybe not. God, you fucking bitch.
I didn't do anything.
You fucking bitch. Okay, I'm good.
It almost sounded like you were gonna do like a Japanese accent or something there. Oh, if I can be no, something like that, you know.
All right, so that was that one. The next one is £1 million, although because it's British now. We're British.
Oh, I thought you meant we were gonna gain £1 million. Okay, yeah, makes more sense.
No.
Yes, it does, Miles.
It
does make more sense than what I thought.
You fucking bitch.
Do I have to do this with a British accent?
No.
Okay, good, because that was a whole British accent I just did.
It was.
And I'm still doing. Okay, yeah, you were saying?
Sorry, I'm just trying to find one that I can actually understand.
Like what?
Not even kidding. Okay. Here's the next one. £1 million, although whenever someone says "pardon me," you have to make a conversation with a stranger on the tube.
On the tube, like on the television?
I think they mean the train. I think the tube means the train. I think.
Okay. I'm gonna say because like.
Well, I don't. This is already confusing because one, not many people say "pardon me," and two, at least in America. And two, I don't really ever ride the train because there's no trains no subway in the area for me. So, I'll take it because none of this would ever happen. I get the joke is that
tube. I looked up what is tube meaning in England, and the first thing that came up was just the definition of a tube. It's a long cylinder made from plastic, metal, rubber, or glass. Shut the fuck up.
Conversation with a stranger on the tube.
The tube is slang for television.
Oh, it is? But I thought that was the tube. This makes no sense.
Like the boob tube? Remember?
I get that, but I'm confused.
I'm confused easily too.
Sure, I'll take it. Whatever. I don't care.
Okay, so yeah, you have to Yeah, that's fine, because no one really, like you said, no one ever really says pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, I'll just make conversation with this random stranger. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, on TV, I guess.
On the telly. £1 million, although, whenever you hear someone playing their music loudly on public transport, if the person to your left has a piss, you have to hold their hand.
I don't know what you said. Left has a piss. What?
The person on the left has to piss.
Has
What
a
if it's a
piss.
woman?
Has a piss.
As in they have to use the bathroom?
They have a piss.
What does that mean, Miles?
I don't know. British have a piss. I'm looking it up.
I thought you were just talking to like Siri or something. Just like British have a piss. I don't know.
Let's see.
Because if it's somebody who uses the bathroom, what if it's a woman? I don't want to just invade on their privacy like that.
If the person to your left, to make things even more complicated, a very popular idiom in the UK is taking the piss. This has two meanings. If you take the piss out of someone, it means you're teasing them or making a joke about them, but usually in a friendly way. Alright, hold on. I gotta find the... Jesus Christ. Oh my god. It's taking the piss. But if someone angrily complains that another person is taking the piss, this means that they are behaving in a way that is unacceptable. For example, if you're waiting for a train that was delayed for an hour for no good reason, you're likely to hear other travelers say something like, they're really taking the piss now. As a piss, you have to hold their hand. Okay. I get it. So, whenever you hear someone playing music on the public transport, and if the person to your left has a piss, so if someone's getting mad, angry, complaining or whatever, then you have to hold their hand.
Oh.
Which doesn't sound so bad. Yeah.
But what if they have a disease?
Like Corona?
Super contagious, Miles. Yeah.
Like Corona?
And they just gave you the disease because you had to hold their hand.
Well, firstly, I wouldn't be traveling on a transport during quarantine.
Well, I'm not saying if it's during quarantine. It could just be at any random time, and this person could just secretly somehow be really infected. What if they have a disease, Miles?
Really infected, nice.
Yes. What was wrong with that?
I don't know. It just sounded funny. They're really infected.
They're really infected.
They're not just infected.
Seriously
they're really
infected. Seriously infected. Yeah. They're super duper contagious.
All right. Yeah, I'd probably take it.
Okay, I would too.
Yeah. All right. Let's bust through these last two packs.
Bust through this net.
Bust through this nut I got here in my hand.
It's
not my own, of course, but.
Is it the person to the left of you?
Yeah, it's his nut.
His left nut.
All right, so this next pack is called Holiday Pack. It's holidays or whatever. I don't know.
Holidays.
I'm assuming it's Christmas or something.
Is it still in British or is it still in
no
or England?
No.
Can it be in England?
No, mister.
Why, Miles? That's intolerant.
All right.
Intolerant?
Sure. Every time you open a present, you have to shoot someone's eye out with a BB gun. No.
That's a no.
Yeah. I think it's funny, but no.
Yeah, it's funny, but no.
Shit.
None of these take into account the fact that you could very well just go to prison.
Yeah.
For this, which I think is the point, but still,
mm-hmm.
It's just kind of funny.
Oh my god.
You already looked at a mouse. $1 million, but every time you hear the phrase "a partridge in a pear tree," a family member's sperm appears on your clothes. I mean, I only have to hear that at Christmas time, and I'd probably just throw away that piece of clothing forever.
But what if your family member is a female?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that's gross. That's gross.
I don't know about that one. Would you take it?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought
I
you were
wouldn't.
gonna say. I was just.
No, I would not.
I don't think I'd take it. All right, last one. This is the anime booster pack. Wow, anime.
Dude, pretty cool. Very cool, in fact.
Fuck. Okay.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
You're welcome. Hey, my phone's at 69%, Mouth.
Really? That's funny. All right, here we go. Every time, $1 million, but every time you see a physically well-endowed person, you drop everything you're doing and must perform a training montage.
I think I could do that. Wait, I said a well-endowed person?
Yeah, physically well-endowed person, yeah.
What does that mean? Like they're like physically like gifted?
Do you know what well-endowed means?
Well, yeah, because it's like, isn't it like...
Large penis?
No.
Yes. Well-endowed means large penis. I will look it up, though, just for you. Well-endowed meaning. Here we go. Come on, internet. You can do it. Having plenty...
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't necessarily...
Of a man having large genitals, or of a woman
also,
large-breasted. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so...
I'm pretty...
you're right.
It's talking
physically,
about big boobies or big...
Large genitals.
Large nuts and penis. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't... Okay. How would you tell, I guess? With a man, anyway. Right,
yeah. You just like walk up to someone and just like grab their... I don't know. Would you just have like a sixth sense about it? I was like, that man's got like a really large dick. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do some punches real quick, you know?
I think I would do it because I had to perform a training montage, so that means I'd get really fit, right?
Exactly.
So I could just go around like looking at people's donguses.
You just like walk around staring at that like that level constantly. Yeah. You're just like looking at people's, you know. You're just like shaking their hand as you're like looking at their genitals, you know. Just, nice to meet you. Ooh, no.
And that's how I'd get fit. That's how I'd get fit.
Now, what kind of training montages would you do? Would they
boxing,
be
probably.
Probably
just boxing.
No, like sexual training montages?
No, probably just boxing.
See how fast you can, you know.
I'm good on that.
I mean, I'd be a little more creative if I were you, but you know.
Sure. Okay, here's yours.
Okay. $1 million, but whenever you see writing in a foreign language, you become a magical girl and your best friend is now your sworn enemy. Whenever you see... Okay. Writing in a foreign language. So I turn into a magical girl and you're my enemy. Or whoever my best friend is. I don't know.
What the fuck?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It would probably be you or Eli, so...
Eli is pretty cool.
Well, I wouldn't want to have to go up against him, because he's...
His power level is over 4,069.
I was going to say, he's probably bigger than me, so... but no.
No, I wouldn't take it.
I would not take it either.
Don't want to hurt my friends, my best friend.
Well, like, where would it end? Because, like, every time you see writing in a foreign language, but then, like, when does it stop? Like, can you just stop anytime?
True, yeah.
Like, do you have to, like, fight once or something? Or, like, I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd be weird.
All right, okay. That's enough of that. That was probably bad.
That was fun.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
My name is Jeff.
So I suppose it is that time again. That time of the month.
That time of the day.
That time of the day. What? I didn't say anything.
Before that? What did you say before that? You son of a bitch.
What did you think I said?
I think you said time of the year, as in Time magazine's something of the year.
Best
person of the year?
Best person, hottest. It's hottest man or person of the year, isn't it?
I don't know. I just work here.
Some shit like that. Okay, do the fucking thing.
Actrivia.
Actrivia.
I had to go and tell you to stop drinking. Yes, it is time for Actrivia. And Miles, do we have a doozy of a plethora of questions here for you?
A doozer.
Yeah. But first, we need to talk about your prize if you win. You know what your prize is going to be if you win, Miles? Well, I was thinking about it today, right?
Yeah.
As I was preparing the questions, I was thinking about what you'd be vying for. Also, that was hot. What you'd be vying for. And conveniently, after this podcast, I'm probably going to go shave. So, your prize, if you win, Miles, is my mustache hair, what little of it there is.
Dude, it looks good, actually.
And what I like to call my chin pubes. It's this little hair right here.
I like the mustache, though. The mustache looks really good on you.
You know what's really funny? Actually, it's kind of like sad because it was like when I was talking to my dad, he was obviously joking because he noticed I was trying to grow out like a mustache, what little I could, and I was like, you got a piece. It looks like you got a little bit of dirt on your lip, and I was like, shut up. And then like I was riding in the car with like my roommates or whatever, and they were driving. And I was in the back seat, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and it literally looked like I had dirt on my lip, and I was like, "Fuck you, Dad." But no, I thought it was really funny.
I like yours. Yours is much better than mine.
Thanks.
Mine's like kind of blonde, so you can't really see it that well. It sucks.
Yeah, but at least you can grow a beard.
I can grow under here. I can't grow here yet. I'm growing
a
little
chops.
bit on the cheeks, but you know, I'm trying.
Anyway, I think you still got me beat in terms of how much hair.
It's just Okay, so my prize was your mustache.
Yes.
Okay, and your chin pubes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Important stuff today, Miles.
I know. Stuff that I don't think I can be without, to be honest.
Exactly. You can do whatever you want with it. You can tape all the hairs together and put it on over your mustache, or you can put it on Eli or whatever you want, man.
I could make my mustache 10 times better.
Make it great again?
I can make my mustache great again.
Wait a minute. I have something I can try here. Holy shit.
What?
Oh, that is so cool. My phone is synced up with my computer, so I can open up notes on my phone and open them up on the computer.
Dude, that's hot. Cool. That's fucking hot. I like that. I like that a lot. That's hot.
Actually, I don't know if it's working. Hold on.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
Miles, you'll like this. It says handoff couldn't be completed. It's actually not that funny. I don't know why I said that. Okay. I wrote down some notes above it too. The first note I wrote was they roasted Eli.
Okay, cool.
But yes. Okay, so I have 8 total questions for you.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah, I actually had some fun with it this time around.
That's what she said.
And yes, I know that makes it sound like most of the time Actrivia is a chore in this because it totally is. I mean, it's cool learning about stuff, but it's kind of difficult sometimes coming up with questions that are new. Would you fuck off?
All right, I'll go.
I'm not talking to you, Miles. Sound like I sneezed there for a second. There is only one type of ad displayed in the subway and Bergen Street station in the beginning of the movie. What kind of ad is it? Only one type of ad. There's different ads, but they're all sort of about the same thing. What is it?
Lube? Is it lube?
It is not.
Oh, okay, because I thought I saw like a lube ad, but I might have been wrong.
You might have. This is according to IMDb anyway, so I could be entirely wrong on it. But anti-drug ads. There is the one that he looks up at the ceiling or whatever, and sees like I think it's like a religious one, where like it's like talking about going to hell or something like that. I can't remember, but he looks up at the ceiling and it's like an anti-drug web.
So the question was, what in the subway itself or because
the subway and Bergen Street station as well.
Okay, because I thought I saw like a cologne or something or the lube or something. I don't know.
Right. Gear lube.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So number 2. As Jake is going through his box of items from the war, his dog tags reveal that he was part of what religion? At one point, anyway. Supposedly.
But I'm just gonna say Buddhism, because I don't know.
It was Judaism. He was Jewish.
Judaism. That makes sense. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense.
I can see, considering all like the messages sort of implied throughout, it was kind of interesting that he was Jewish.
And the whole Jacob's ladder thing that we that I found. Yeah,
exactly. It was interesting. So number 3, sort of a departure from like sort of the movie itself, and more so what it inspired. Jacob's Ladder served as major inspiration for the first few installments of what horror video game series?
Oh, I do know this because I actually I didn't do research. It's Silent Hill. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the review of someone said it was an inspiration. So yeah.
This one I kind of purposely made difficult, and so if you get it, I'll be kind of impressed. Because the reason I kept this one is just because it was really interesting and really cool, and I thought you'd at least like it.
Excuse me.
There is a that was hot.
Sorry.
There was a reference to Thomas K. Wright, who became the property master for Jacob's Ladder, somewhere in the film. Do you know what that reference was? It's very subtle, so if you don't get it, that's okay.
I don't even know who Thomas K. Wright is.
He's the property owner, or he's like the property owner for Jacob's Ladder. So like technically owns like the legal property of like the story.
Okay.
Is what it says.
No idea. Fucking
okay.
no idea.
It was, it's kind of more of just kind of a cool factoid. But it was actually the service number on the discharge certificate. When you look that up in like the U.S. Army like database, it's like I think it was a Coast Guard number, and so you look it up in that database and you find it that actually belongs to him. That was his number.
Wow.
And he's the property master, which I thought was really cool. That he decided to put that in there on that certificate.
Interesting.
Yeah. Number 5. Marlon Brando is quoted saying, or for one of his roles, I should say, as in acting as one of his roles, says, "You're an errand boy sent by grocery clerks to collect a bill in what film?" I'll say that again. You're an errand boy sent by grocery clerks to collect a bill. Do you know what film that is? Think about, I don't know if you know a lot of Marlon Brando movies, but
I don't think I know a lot. Oh, my mic fell. Awesome. Hold on. I don't know how long my mic has been falling over for, but
did it say, "Oh, I've McFallen"?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, I've McFallen.
I don't know a lot of Marlon Brando films. You're a grocery clerk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't know that one.
It's actually, I don't remember if you told me if you've seen this one. But it was Apocalypse Now, which is a really good film if you haven't seen it.
I have not.
Although
no. I haven't seen it.
Although Army of Darkness is a lot better than, or not Army of Darkness.
It is better, but
well, it is arguably. No, what is it? The documentary that they did on it. I don't remember it. Something like that. But like the documentary is a lot better because like it has like a lot of it shows a lot of the problems that they experienced while trying to film that. One of which was that Marlon Brando kept forgetting his lines. But no. Have you seen The Godfather?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
At least the first one.
Yeah, I mean that was the one I would say I most know him from, was probably that one. But a scene from Full Metal Jacket was cut because the Marines are playing soccer with what in the place of an actual soccer ball? If you think about Full Metal Jacket, that's obviously a war movie, and they cut it because it was too graphic.
I think it was a grenade. Was it a like a broken grenade?
It was not.
Was it a child's skull?
It was a human
I don't know.
head. So Head, so I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Because it was actually a human head, which is kind of obviously it wasn't a real human head, but like yeah. It was a very graphic thing, so I was very surprised to read about that. But
I was gonna say that as a joke, but jeez.
It was, yeah. And there's we probably shouldn't include that. Stanley Kubrick, man. Okay, number 7. Robert Downey Jr. was reluctant to play the part of Kirk Lazarus in Tropic Thunder, but changed his mind because he liked the script and wanted to work with which 2 actors in particular? Think back to I can give you a list of the actors if you want those.
I'm gonna say Ben Stiller.
Okay.
And I don't remember. Was Don Cheadle in that film?
He was? I don't know. Hold on.
I don't.
I'll check and see. What was I looking? Oh yeah, I didn't remember what I was looking. Okay, there we are. Okay. So, as far as the cast goes, he does not look like he was in it. At least from what I can see here.
Oh.
I could go to IMDb, but I'm too late.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Penn Stiller, Tom Cruise, Brandon T. Jackson was in it. Jack Black, I always forget how to pronounce that. Baruchel?
Oh, Baruchel, I think.
Baruchel, thank you. Nick Nolte, Steve Coogan, Danny McBride, Matthew McConaughey, Bill Hader, Christine Taylor, Tobey Maguire, Brandon Suhu, Amy Stiller, Martin Lawrence, and so on.
I'm gonna change my answer if that's all right. I'm gonna say Nick Nolte and I'm gonna say Jack Black.
Really close. I will give you half a point for that because Jack Black was one of them. The other actually was Ben Stiller.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna go with Ben Stiller, but then I was like, Nick Nolte, I think, is a pretty classic actor. I would say.
Yeah, he'd be. Yeah, and think about too, just like Robert Downey Jr. who he'd want to work with. I would probably guess that too, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd probably want to work with Ben Stiller and Jack Black, to be honest.
Yeah, that'd be great, right? That'd be pretty cool. You should write a movie about where you meet them and want to work with them or something. make it one of those where it's like about making a movie.
That'd be good.
Okay, number 8. This one should be pretty easy, and if it's not, and you can't get it, I'm gonna roast you.
All right,
number 8.
cool.
What are these questions all have in common?
Vietnam.
Nah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Vietnam War.
Good. No, it was about Korea, Miles. What the hell's the matter?
God damn it.
Just kidding. It's just like it's all been a hallucination the whole time, and
We're actually dead.
Jacob was in Korea the whole time. Yeah.
You were having the wrong flashbacks.
Yeah. Okay, so let me look back at what we had. We got 3 points, so yeah.
3 points?
Indeed.
Unacceptable.
I'll still give it to you, Miles. I'll still shave and send you my hair. All right, I promise.
Nah, dude. You can keep it. You can fucking keep it, you bitch.
Okay. All right, I guess. If I have to, it's fine. Whatever. I didn't want to give it to you anyway.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Shut.
Okay.
So.
All right.
What else is new? All
right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, now,
Pressure.
ladies.
No.
Yeah. Dude.
It's not hot.
It's fucking hot, dude.
Rubbish.
Okay. So, for the next film. Sorry, I feel really out of it today. For the next episode, we're going to be watching a movie that came out in 2016, I think. Yeah, 2016. And it is called
Nick Nolte.
Hunt for the Wilderpeople.
Hunt for Red October. All right. Interesting.
Yeah. Now, this movie is a film by Taika Waititi. Well, I guess I've been kind of in a Taika Waititi mood.
Then you should watch that Mandalorian behind the scenes thing because he's in that.
Oh, yeah. And you should watch What We Do in the Shadows because that's a fantastic film. And the TV show's good too.
What about that? I'll also watch Bump in the Night too because you said that's really good, right?
No.
Okay.
Hunt for the Wilderpeople is on Hulu.
It's on. Actually, no. It says here it's on Hulu.
Actually, no. Mine says it's on Hulu.
Well, mine says it's on Hulu. So.
All right. It's got Julian Dennison, who was in I think this was one of his first films, and then he was in Deadpool 2. As the boy or whatever. And then the other guy is Sam Neill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sound like I'm really uninterested, but actually that's cool.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
I'm excited.
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Adventure / comedy. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. So, this has been, I'm sorry. I feel really out of it, and I have no idea why.
It's because I am being charismatic today, and I'm not normally like that. So
True.
It's time for me to take over. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So let's say, for example, you are, sitting in your chair, guitar behind you, got your beanie on, and you're like,
just did a hit of Jacob's Ladder,
and you're getting flashbacks like that
because you did a hit of Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, you did a hit of Jacob's Ladder, and you're having flashbacks, and you're like, oh man, you know what would go well with this flashback of me killing millions of people?
My teammates, yeah.
Listening to the Macbeef-Banquet podcast, because what's a better way than spending your time than wasting ours?
What?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't fucking know.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. You can listen to the podcast on Anchor, Apple Podcast, Breaker, Castbox, Google Podcast, Pocket King, Podbean, Radio Public, Spotify, Stitcher, Richard, YouTube.
Oh, you just gave up.
I did.
That was good.
Thanks, man.
Yes, you can watch it there. At those places.
Listen to it.
You should watch it at all of those. Or
It's
listen, you know what? You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Listen to it at all of those places, okay? And in fact, listen to it in all those places at the same time. Or at different times, you can just do it, just do it a bunch of times. It'll be great. You know why? Because we're the McDuff Bandersnatch podcast.
Fuck, I spit.
Nice. So, yes, make sure to tune in next week because we have a very special episode because it's going to be me and Miles in episode 41. It's actually not going to be special. I don't know why I said that, but or it could be. I don't know. We'll see.
It could be. Who knows? Maybe.
Maybe Miles will tell us something. Maybe not. All I can see right now is his reflection, so I can't really see his eyes. So he just looks like an evil anime villain. Where they have the glasses and you can't see it because it's all blown up or out or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next time Henry will show me his penis on camera.
Again.
Maybe. Again. Yeah. Who knows? Only time will tell in next week's episode. Wait, I'm not gone yet. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out this photo I made of Henry and I clapping alien cheeks. There, I worked it in.